Hello, explorers! Are you ready for a mission? Today, we're going to go on a top secret adventure to find out how those robot helpers we talk to, chatbots, really work on the inside. It's going to be so cool. Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever talked to a robot? Like on a computer or a phone? I bet you have. Maybe you asked it to order some super yummy food, or just asked a question. They're all over the place. So, what even is a chatbot? Well, think of it like a friendly robot helper that lives right inside your computer or phone. It's kind of like a character in a video game that shows up to give you a hint or a special item. That's pretty much a chatbot. And guess what we're doing today? We are going on an adventure inside the chatbot's brain. Yep, we're going to see all its secret parts and figure out how it all works. Are you ready for this? Let's go. All right, every good adventure needs a map, right? So here's ours. Think of a chatbot like a giant yummy cake with lots of layers. Each layer does something different, and we're going to check out every single one. We'll look at its face and mouth, its super ears, its brain, even its school. How cool is that? Okay, first stop, layer 1, the robot's face and mouth. This is the part you've definitely seen before. It's just that little window where you type your messages. Where you say, hello, and see the robot's words pop right up. All right, now for layer 2, the robot's super ears. Ooh, this is where it gets really interesting. After you type something, how does the robot actually understand what you're saying? Let's find out. So these super ears, they're basically a super smart translator. Look, you could say, I want a pizza. Or maybe you say, can I get a pizza? Or even just, pizza, please. It doesn't matter. The robot's super ears figure out the most important part, that you want pizza. That is so smart. Whoa, okay, so what happens next? Well, after the super ears hear you, your message zooms right over to the robot's brain. And get this is the amazing part. The robot's brain has a memory, just like us. Okay, let's try it out. Imagine we're ordering that pizza. So first, you type in, I'd like a large cheese pizza. Got it? The robot's brain now knows that. Simple. But wait, a second later, you type something new. You say, add pepperoni to it. To it, what is it? What do you think the robot needs to remember so it doesn't mess up your order? What do you think? Yes, you got it. The robot's brain remembered you were talking about the large pizza. It connected your first message and your second message together in its memory, so it knew it was the large pizza. Isn't that awesome? But hold on, the adventure's not over. The chatbot has other secret powers. It has helper hands to grab information from other places, like a weather app. It also has a giant bookshelf, which is like a huge library with tons of answers. And get this, it even has a school where it goes to learn new stuff and get even smarter. Wow. Okay, so you know how you have to check your homework to make sure it's all correct? Well, people have to do the same thing for our robot helpers. They have to check the robot's work to make sure it's doing a really good job. So they have a checklist, kind of like this. First, does it give the right answers? Super important. Next, does it understand if you make a little spelling mistake like typing pizza? And what happens if you ask a really silly question? Does it get confused? And finally, is it friendly to talk to? We want our robot helpers to be helpful, not confusing, right? Wow, that was an amazing adventure. We learned so much. So let's remember the 3 biggest, most super cool ideas we discovered today. Number 1, a chatbot is a robot helper, and it's made of lots of different parts all working together, just like all the layers in a cake. Number 2, every single part, every layer has its own special job to do. Remember the super ears? They're for listening. And the brain? That's for remembering everything. And number 3, this one's really important. We have to check the robot's work. We have to check its homework to make sure it's always helpful and friendly to us. Okay, explorers, our adventure is almost over, but I saved something really cool for the end. Are you ready? It's time for a super cool fun fact. Okay, check this out. The very first chatbot ever was named Eliza, and she was made way back in the 1960s. That is so long ago. That's probably before your parents or even your grandparents were born. How amazing is that? Thanks so much for coming on this adventure with me. See you next time.